Hello, everybody. Coming into rack number 2 here. This is Eric Horlifson. This is a under-19 team match at the European Youth Championships presented by Predator. Two powerhouse teams going at it here. Over on table 1, Marcus Schindler and Alessio Hibbler. Playing 10 ball, race to 7. Star Felix Vogel in action for Germany over on table 2. 2 balls down on the break. Shot on the 1. Good start for Hibbler here. That's a nice shot there. Took the safest route back to the 2 ball. Could have played it without spin. Kind of risked running into the 3 a little more. It was confident enough to spin the ball with a bunch of left. Perfectly on the 2. Takes some good position on the 3 here. 4 is not in the most favorable position. I want some angle going to the right. I don't think he quite has it. Still an option to draw back and play the 4 in the long pocket. Nice play. It's one of my first time seeing Alessio play. Looks like a great, strong player. Expect both these teams to have no weak links. Best under 19 players in the country. 2 countries that have a history of producing a lot of great players. Beautiful stroke there. Hibbler's going to be forced to draw straight back here. Drawing angle's kind of coming into the 6-10. Tough to cheat the pocket at the speed he's going to have to hit the ball at. Might have to just accept a little bigger cut angle on the 6. Could have done much better there. Chance to create a little early separation here for Hibbler. Missable ball. Just undercut. Such a common miss when there's another ball kind of not literally blocking the angle you need to get to, but just kind of in the way. Messes with your perception a little bit. Makes you want to make sure you don't hit that other ball. So a chance for Marcus to level things up. A little shorter and quicker for Marcus on the stroke length. Still achieving pretty good timing. Sets up very nice over the ball. Does well to clean up the mistake there. Levels the score at 1 each. Coming into rack number 3 with Marcus the break. These team matches are a race to 2 sets. 3 matches going on right now, 8 ball, 9 ball, and 10 ball. You get the 10 ball portion of the sets here. So winner's qualification now. And the winning team will advance to the final 8. And the losing team will have to fight their way back to the single elimination redraw stage. Scratch on the break there from Marcus. See what Alessio can do with ball in hand, with a ball in hand start here. 4 could be a little tough, but 3's right where he wants it. Landed nicely there, straight in. Expect him to have a good chance to run this rack. Playing with good pace when all the balls are there. A lot of these junior players are starting to become carbon copies of each other. Great coaching going on in a lot of countries. A lot of different ways to hit the ball, but there is definitely a few ways that are commonalities between top players. You can see that in a lot of the players from Germany and Austria. Getting through this rack with ease here. Bit of power required on this last shot. Just have to be aware of targeting the ball nicely. Good shot there. And quickly through the rack for Alessio. 2-1 lead now. Coming with the break in rack number 4. See some of the other results from earlier today. Over on table number 2, Felix Vogel and Biasio tied at 1. Geitz from Germany had 2-1 against Attila from Austria. Did a previous match with Attila earlier in the tournament. Definitely a strong player. Look for a small edge for Germany on table 2. And a small edge for Austria in the other match. Nicely played, 2-rail kick, going to get rewarded here. There's going to be a bank available. There's 2-way properties to it. Cue ball can play back near where it is now. And if he's not able to make the 1, 6-9 are going to be big blockers. Went after it and got it. Got to get past the 10. Going for the jump cue. Just didn't quite get past the 10. I like the shot overall. See how his jumping prowess is here. Ran the balls very well in the first 2 games. One's going to sit up for Schindler. Six ball is going to be the biggest problem in this rack. Going to have to come above the 4 with a cue ball movement from 3 to the 4. I think the 6 is going to have to be played through that window through the 8-9. Having a look at it now. A little straight here on the 3. Can develop some angle going to the right. Nicely played. Speed's going to have to be perfect here. Could consider trying to run into the 8. Also thinking about short side position now. So it does pass the 10 in the bottom right. If you try to play the cue ball just in front of the 8, if you end up hitting it, that'll do as well. I think he went for the short side position there, overdrew it a little bit. Ideally, he'll be wanting to hold the cue ball behind the 9 here. A little bit touchy with the speed of the 6, making sure it gets to the short rail. Cue ball could be moving just a little too far to the right. Well, he had it in the top left. I was disregarded that pocket. I thought the 8 was blocking it, but that's a great shot there from Marcus. So well on his way to evening the score line at 2 here. High level stuff being treated for us here. A little more angle than comfortable, but the cue ball can play across to where he's standing. And all the way back and forth twice. Never a bad decision when the pocketing angle is tough. A couple recovery shots here in rack number 4, but Schleindler hit very nicely through the rack. Some views of the action over on table 2. Getting well into the thick of it now. The European Youth Championships, team events underway. Women, girls division underway as well. Two balls down, shot on the 1. It's going to have a small window for the 4 in the right middle. 3's nicely over in that area where he needs the cue ball. A little straight here on the 1. Might be forced to draw straight back to the right long rail. We're looking to get fairly straight on the 3, coming back towards it. Long distance here for Schleindler. Made one really nice long distance shot on the 6 last rack. Ooh, just caught a little too much drag into the cue ball. Still possible he might have the pocketing angle, but I believe he doesn't have quite enough. Can cut the 4 into the 7 to play safe, but it'll be a little tough to manipulate the cue ball around the 9 in that case. So See what he comes up with here. It's possible he has enough, but given the fact that he's called his extension, I think he might be looking for safe options here. Yeah, was forced into the top part of the pocket there, no doubt, just because the 5 was covering too much of the 4. Couldn't quite get in thick enough at it. Hibbler's going to be looking to play the cue ball behind the 5 here. Nicely done. One or two rail options here. Leap ball could be just in the way of the 2 rail option. If it is there, I'd favor the 2 rails. You can get safe more often. Looks like the 8 is blocking that natural path. Just going to go 1 rail at it. Pretty fortunate result here. Has left the shot for Hibbler. Tough one. Not much traffic in the middle of the table, but the 10 ball is looming pretty big. He's able to hit the 10 squarely, that'll work, but any kind of right or left contact won't be great. I think he might have backed off that one just by the speed he hit it at. See if he's got Marcus on the left edge of the 4 here. Looking at the pocketing angle. Nicely played. If he gets straight on the 5 here, he'll be in good line for the rest of the rack. A little bit of angle going to the left, but he can still play around 3 rails. He's going to want to get close to the 6. He's going to have to maneuver around the 9 going towards the 7. Options here for Marcus. He can draw the cue ball and try to play into the 9. A little tough there. Chance of the 9 lining up with the 7. So I think he'll come across 2 rails and just take the bigger cut angle on the 7. One rail was okay there too. Nice play. Doesn't want to be straight on the 8 here. He is very straight. I have the slightest angle going to the right. Take a lot of right spin to get over onto the right side of the table. He does choose to play ball first. Cue ball can start swerving at this distance. It looks like he is going to go rail first, just involve less spin. Well, had enough to power out of it. A little straight on the 9 again, but not much to do for the 10. Different element of pressure in these team events, not just playing for yourself, playing for your teammates. Shots like this, you have to be a confident player. Not wanting to let your team down. Nice play. So first lead of the match for Marcus here. There it is, 3-2 in front. Over on table 2, Felix Vogels. I had 3-2 against Biasio. Geitz from Germany. I had 4-1 against Aquila from Austria. So pretty evenly matched matchup so far. Reminder, first team to win 2 sets, be the victor of the match. One ball down here for Hibbler. Like the 3 is going to get in the way of the 2. So he'll be on a push here on the first shot. Left the pocketing angle for Marcus here. Pretty natural position. All the difficulty in the pocketing. So tough that he might still back off, even though he has it. Yeah, smart play there. A lot of chances to get safe. Did leave a shot for Hibbler, though. Good distance here. Lots of blockers up the middle of the table. Marcus can come 2 rails behind the 2, trying to hit the 2 squarely and stick the cue ball where the 2 is. He's called it in the bottom left, just in case he misjudges it. I'm going to go 2 rails at this ball. Nice play. Stopped the cue ball nicely. Didn't end up getting any kind of favors from the 2 ball. That's about all he could do on that one. Distance pocketing here for Hibbler. That huge speed just fired into the heart of the pocket. These Predator arc tables are at 4 1/4 inches at that type of speed. If you hit either part of the rail, not going to pocket the ball. Extreme precision involved in that play there. Did well. A little too much angle on the 4 here. Going to do his best to avoid drawing into the 6. Does need to kind of develop the 8-9, so if the cue ball is running into the 10, you might just choose to move them now. It's a good play. Looks like the 10's freed up the pocket for the 6. It's gonna need it. He only has about 3/4 pocket on the 5 here. Tough sequence coming up for Hibbler. Trailing by 1 in the match. He'll want to get these 2 balls down. Nice play again. Kind of surprised he followed that ball. But he's not afraid to play these high speed shots. Probably has about 3/4 of the pocket here. Extremely tough over this distance. Safe options aren't great. Might have to go for this ball. He's going to cross it. Nothing really much to hide behind going up table, possibly the 9. Oh, he called the other. I guess he changed his mind last minute. That's a great shot. About 4 really high-level shots from Hibbler so far in this 6th rack. showing no fear here, pocketing 2 long shots into non-full pockets. Always tough. Nicely played. Class player, Hibbler. Marcus doing his best to hang with him. Great player in his own right. No break and run so far in the sets, but both players breaking well. Both players threats to keep the other player off the table. Solid break there, 7 ball down. 1 ball is going to track into a negative spot on the short rail. Does have a decent wall over on the right side with the 5-9-10. Look for him to try to play the cue ball over that way. Might be forced to draw it over. Always tough to be drawing safes. Not much else though. Yeah, he tried to get behind that stack. Just hard to create enough movement to the right without draw. He knew that, but just trying to pinpoint the cue ball when you're drawing the ball over that distance is very tough. Did try to get there with just right spin. Hibbler's back with a good chance here. See why he's part of the German junior national team. Plays with good pace when the balls are there, capable of making the tough shots. Go for the cue ball here. Silver ran it just slightly. Should be okay, drawing back 2 rails. Would ideally want to be right-handed on this side of the table. On for his extension. Pocket 2 balls on that attempt. Doesn't look like there's a pocket for the 5 ball past the 6. Get a closer look here. He's moving pretty quick. Yeah, I'm going to have to play the cue ball behind the 10. Nice play. Marcus had a similar shot in the previous rack. Trying to go 2 rails. Stick the cue ball. He did do that well last rack. Just didn't end up in a favorable position with 2 ball that he was kicking at. Got in ball first this time. Looks like the 10 might play a role here. It has. Well, Actually has a window between the 6-10. Tough to see if he has the pocketing angle. If he does, he can try to run the cue ball into the 10. If not, he can try to stick the cue ball where he's at. Nice play. Anytime you're kicking or jumping at a ball that's kind of an open table, tough to get safe from it. Gonna hit this with some draw, try to keep the cue ball near the short rail, create as much distance as possible. That's always a risk on those type of shots. Players know it too, and it happens more than you think. Kind of have to draw the cue ball, but you know the drawing angle is going towards the corner pocket. You're on a jump, so it's tough to really target the exact part of the object ball that you want to hit. Really not a bad shot there. Unfortunate result, but played the proper shot. Nice positional play from Hibbler here. Yeah, I like his style, attacking, good stroke length, good timing in his stroke, very strong fundamentals overall. Dare to say he might be the #2 junior player in Germany, behind Vogel. Well on his way to doing good things in the game. Three ball down, one ball getting trapped over by the 5-7. Going to be on another push here. Second push in a row for Hibbler. Marcus can play the cue ball behind the 5 here with a fair bit of right spin. The bank is on. The position's too tough on the 2. Let's back off here. How's the speed? Absolutely perfect. Great shot there. Forcing Hibbler to come multiple rails at the 1 now. Yeah, cue ball just opened up a little on him. This is the chance that Schleiner was looking for. Ball in hand start. He's lost the last 2 games. Not really too much fault of his own, just from strong play from Hibbler. Looking to level the scoreline at 4 each here. Oh, is he overdrawn this? No, he's okay. Not too many problems in this rack. Might have to move the cue ball to the left, 2 rails, from the 5 to the 6. You can check out all the results and draws at epbf.com. Ooh, just got it in the side with a little bit of speed. Always dangerous. Hibbler can play a slow roll one rail, or he can choose to hit it with a little more speed and run into the 8. Yeah, just kind of in between shots there. Similar spot for Marcus here, where he does want to get behind the 5. He'll have to draw the cue ball to the right. Went for the draw this time. But again, so tough to really control the exact path of the cue ball when you're drawing over distance like that. Really didn't have much else there. It's a good try. But Alessio in with a chance now. He's just gone far enough. Might have to play the small swerve to the right. Looking good here. Just a couple half mistakes from Hibbler, but he's really done well with the chances he's been offered. Straight in on the 10. Gonna take a 5-3 lead. Race to 7 overall. Looks like Marcus is gonna take a short break here. Also on break over on table number 2. Third leg of the match going over on the far side of your screen. Felix Vogel went out to a very quick victory on table number 2. They're actually not on break there. He won the match 8-2. So Germany will be ahead 1 set in the race to 2 overall set scoreline. If Hibbler's able to take this set down, Germany will be advancing to the final 8 single elimination. Deitz also ahead 5-2 over Attila over on the far table. Germany was always going to be one of the favorites in any team division, girls and boys. Very strong junior program over there. Playing the Bundesliga leagues in the pool rooms. Lots of high-level tournaments. Lots of good mentors. Josh Filler, Moritz Neuhausen. Players that have come up through the junior division in the last 10 years and have risen to the top of the men's game. Some other team matches. Italy and Finland are tied at 1 set each. Gatau is up 5-2 against Anakala from Finland in the deciding set. Sweden's defeated Hungary 2-1. France and Lithuania still yet to play. Just waiting for the players to return here for rack number 9. Should be back with you soon. Here comes Hibbler. Stay with you. Line there, break in rack number 9. Both players have been hitting the break well. Little off square, 8-ball might trickle on the side, doesn't have enough energy. So first shot for Hibbler here. Big wall of balls over on the right side of the table, looking to get the cue ball in that area. There was one window between 5 balls there, and he's found it. So small reprieve for Marcus here. Possibly play the cue ball behind the 10. No thin on that one, and he's left a straight in chance for Marcus. Pardon me, Alessio. Cue ball's going to be tough to get at. Might have to play position to play safe on the 2 here. Try to develop something. Got the cue ball nice and close to it. If he wants to get really aggressive, he can play the 2 off the 8. 8's really in an ideal position. Might consider it. Safes are pretty high percentage though. Smarter play here. Looks like he might have left the combo on the 10. WPA rules, 10 ball has to go in last. 10's kind of angled towards the short rail a little bit. But Marcus will be trying to cut the 2 to the left a little here. Eight ball down, so Hibbler's going to have the option. Put Marcus back in if he likes. Has a full look at the 2. Nothing easy for safe. Kind of have to take the initiative whenever you have a chance to play safe first like this. And he's called that shot. Great shot from Hibbler there. Might try to open up the 5-ball here. Still has time to do it off the 3. Ideally running into the 10 and getting some movement towards the 4. Nice play. Cue ball hasn't come out great though. 10 balls landed awkwardly with a 9, so a few more developments here in rack number 9. Fearless play from Hibbler. This is a chance for Marcus. Combo's pretty much guaranteed. He can draw the cue ball over to the left side of the table and try to move the 10 away from the 9. Kind of expected the 4 to end up near the top right corner pocket, but it has ended up very well over the right middle. Have to see if the 9 passes the 7 here. Pardon me, the 10. I think it barely does. Doesn't seem too worried about development angles where he has to break out the 9. Cue ball's kind of going the wrong way. Can power over to the right long rail or play with some right spin to get back over on the left side. Nice shot there. Really depends how much of the pocket he has here. If he does have enough, he'll be drawing back for the 10 in the same pocket. If he doesn't, he might try to play something lower speed. Nice shot. Good recovery from Marcus here. Was up 3-2 at one point. Having lost 3 of the last 4 games, finally got another chance. Did well with it. It'll be Hibbler to break in rack number 10. Marcus just going out for a quick glass of water. Summer season over in Europe right now. Slovenia. Geitz is ahead 6-3 in the 8-ball match. So Austria just trying to hang on here. Marcus is going to have a chance. Alessio lost the cue ball on the break there. Being very careful not to disturb the 9, pulling the cue ball out of the pocket. 3's tied up with the 6. Might even consider a 3 foul here. Really best case for Marcus would be to get on the 2 and then come underneath the 3 and play safe. So might as well just play safe now. Gonna look to get the 1 near another ball, or if he does get the 2nd foul, he'll be able to execute the 3rd foul easily enough. Well, looks like he is going to try something offensive for a couple shots here. I really like playing safe. The 1 does fit past the 7. I think this is a better idea right now. Biggest thing he's worried about is possibly playing the 1 into the 9. He has to fit the 1 into a small space past the 7. And then have to avoid the 9 with the 1. He did leave a kick though. Oh, and that's 2 fouls. Pretty tough to get behind the 9 and so close to the pocket. And if you do contact any part of the 9, decent risk of pushing the 9 in the pocket. These are the situations where it's tough to play with a shot clock as well. Don't forget these players are under a 30-second shot clock. That was a good touch shot there. Had to avoid hitting the 9 again. He might have left a jump. Worst case, 1 rail kick for Hibbler. See these players using measuring systems on their kicks. Something they've learned from coaches or from YouTube. Very informed players for their age. Well, he's escaped the 3 foul danger. But he's left Marcus straight in on the 2 here. Not really much risk in trying to run into the 3, but the 10's right in the way of the path the cue ball would have to take to actually break the 3 out. So might just choose to go below it. Play safe behind the 6. Just backed off right away. Okay. Marcus recognizing the problem with the 3, definitely. Just trying to play as many safes as he can before that stage of the rack. Has Alessio back on 1 foul now. Pretty high percentage breakout attempt if he wants. Just draw straight back into them. Ideally into the 6. Opening up the pocket for the 3. He's into it. Nice shot. Nice play there from Marcus. And he's looking good now to level the scoreline at 5. Score in the 8-ball set, still at 6-3 for Geitz. So Marcus doing his best to keep his team's hopes alive here. Yeah, looks like the match is finished over on table number 3. So Germany's going to move ahead to the single elimination stage. Handshakes all around. Felix Vogel doing his job for Germany. Hibbler had a good match here, so did Schleindler. And that'll be it for today at the European Youth Championships. We'll be back tomorrow with another full day of pool. Sarah Carlson, tomorrow.
Jetzt 16 ist, glaube ich, keiner so schlecht. Ja. Ich glaube, jeder kann da ein bisschen was, so weißt du. Das da, wenn du schlecht spielst.